Hey, what's up, Galaxy Gang? Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, so today we're playing against Dracotail. Just to let you guys know, this is going to be a pretty toxic match. Um, I'm playing against a player that is very new to this game, like doesn't know barely any of the rules and stuff. So it's going to be a tough one, honestly. But yeah, my opponent has 454 rating. I have 679 rating currently on this one. So yeah, we're gonna go first. We open with Photon Delta Wing, Galaxy Expedition, Photon Delta Wing, Galaxy Eyes, Photon Dragon, and Infinity Dragon. My opponent has Dracotail 5 mana, Dracotail Urgula, Dracotail Sting, Dracotail Lucius, Dracotail 5 mana. So yeah, he opened the 5 mana with 3 names. I opened 2 starters, an extender. Unfortunately, I drew like the other Photon Delta Wing and the other Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, but let's see what we can do here. So we go, main phase 1. We use Infinity Dragon first. Okay, so we use the effect, special summon both the Infinity Dragon and the Afterglow from our deck. Alright, so we're then going to overlay both monsters going into a Shadow Dragon. And then we're going to use Shadow Dragon's effect. And my opponent's going to chain the 5 mana. Okay, so he uses 5 mana and sends the Urgula and the other 5 mana to the graveyard. Special summoning the Arthalion. He's trying to use Arthalion's effect, but I need to resolve my Shadow Dragon first. He's trying to use like all these effects, but I need to resolve my card first. Okay, so yeah, tell him like let me resolve my Shadow Dragon. Okay, he's taking forever. Alright, okay, so I add Galaxy 100 from my deck to my hand. Now I let my opponent go. He uses Arthalion to add back the 5 mana. He's going to set the Rahu Dracotail and the Dracotail Flame. Okay, he's going to set both, so my monster gets bounced. Alright, yeah. Let me see, yeah, 2 monsters were used. Okay. Alright, next I'm going to normal summon the Photon Delta Wing, use the effect. Alright. Okay, and I told, like, he asked me, can I activate a set card? I don't remember. Can I activate the set card? And I said no, because you can't activate set cards. You can't activate cards that you just set on your turn. That's not how Yu-Gi-Oh works. Okay, so I think I got through to him, right? Alright, so I'll overlay both my Photon Delta Wing, go into a Galaxy Photon Dragon, use Photon Dragon's effect to detach. So now I can add Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal to hand. Okay. Alright, now I use Galaxy 100. My opponent tries to chain the Dracotail Flame. I'm like, dude, you can't use it this turn. And he's like, I have searched. I was like, you just set the trap this turn. And he's like, yes, I know. So I'm like, why did you flip it? He said, I've seen a thing that says that I can activate them. And I was like, no, you cannot activate trap cards at turn that they are set. Okay. Alright, whatever. Alright, so I use my Galaxy 100 to resolve, so I send the Photon Emperor, use Emperor's effect to special summon it back from the grave. Use Galaxy Expedition, so now I can special summon the Galaxy Soldier. So channeling 1 Soldier, channeling 2 Photon Dragon. Now I can add Galaxy Summoner to my hand. Alright, now I use my second normal summon. I summon the Galaxy Summoner, so I special summon back the Afterglow from the grave. Overlay both Afterglow and Emperor to go into a Galaxy-sized Cypher Dragon. Use Cypher Dragon's effect to detach the Afterglow to take control of the Arthalion. So now my Afterglow resolves, so now I can activate its effect to special summon Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. It's in my hand, so I'm going to summon it from my hand. Alright, so now I use Galaxy 100, so now I'm asking him, can you show your extra deck, please? He's asking why. I'm like, I'm literally copying, I activated the card, Galaxy 100. I get to view your extra deck. So I'm banishing the Secretarion. Now I'm going to overlay both the Arthalion and the Photon Dragon to go into a number 38. I use Tachyon Primal's effect in hand to special summon it to the field. Use Primal's effect, so now I can add the Tachyon Transmigration to hand. And I'm like, what is this deck? Dude, don't worry about that. Alright, so now I'm going to overlay both the Primal and the Soldier, since it's level 8, to another number 38. I'm going to overlay into a Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon, use the effect to detach and pop my own Galaxy 100, so that way he can't use Dracotail Flame on his turn. And then I'm going to overlay the Full Armor and go into a Galaxy Eyes Cypher Blade Dragon. Use Cypher Blade to pop his follow-up, so the Rahu, I'm going to pop the Rahu. Then I'm going to set Tachyon Transmigration past turn. My opponent drops the Fallen of Albaz. He goes main phase 1. Normal summons the Dracotail Lucius, uses the effect. I'm like, yeah, I was like, sure, whatever. So now you can add Malulu to hand. I was just seeing like what he was gonna do. So now he's gonna use the okay. He's like misclick. So this guy is gonna say this guy's gonna add the Dracotail Malulu to his hand, shuffle his hand, go and view his extra deck, and then gonna say misclick. I let it rock. I let it rock. You know, because I already know he was gonna be. You know, a phallic word about it. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, cool. You add the Dracotail Frixel. All right, so now he's gonna use the 5 mana. I chain the Tag and Transmigration to negate that. This guy's gonna chain Dracotail Flame, brother. Like, please don't go into rated and you don't know your deck. Please practice your deck before going into rated so you don't waste people's time. You know, so you don't waste people's time. Take like 20 minutes to do a play. This guy's gonna chain a. First, he's gonna chain a. I explained it to him. I was like, 1, Flame only works on spell cards. Why is he doing this? 2, it's a trap. It's a counter trap. You can't chain a normal trap card to a counter trap. Brother, read the rule book, bro. Alright, so this dude's gonna still try to fuse. I'm like, brother, like, what are you on, bro? Like, brother, what are you on? Like, you can't do this right now, bro. I use Tachyon Transmigration, bro. And dude's gonna say, bro, you play a really gay deck. Like, what? Like, dude, you play a meta deck and you don't know how to use it. Like, that's bad. You play a meta deck and you play a meta deck and you still lost to a tier like 500 deck in Galaxy Photon. I know it's a I know like Galaxy Photon will always be in my heart. It's the only deck I'll play, but I know it's a bad deck. I know it's not as good as Dracotail. And I'm like, yo, you still lost. He's like, because you won the die roll. This man opened 5 mana with 3 names, bro. He opened 5 mana with 3 Dracotail names. And he's like, I was like, where's your shame? He's like, I brick, you didn't brick. Like, how do you brick? You open Lucius, double 5 mana with Urgula. Like, bro, that's not bricking. Bricking is if you, like, open, like, all 3 traps or whatever, and then, like, it's something bad, like Albaz and Brand Infusion, something like that. I don't know. It is like, you make an impressive board. I could have drawn better. I did not even draw that well. I know you guys saw it. I didn't draw that well myself. I drew double Photon Delta Wing, Expedition, Photon Dragon with Infinity Dragon. That hand is kind of mid. Anyway, like, I was so tilted from this, bro. I was so tilted from this. Okay, so yeah, we go game 2. I open Ash Blossom, Galaxy 100, Infinity Dragon, Maturing Fulos, Ghost Spell. So this hand is amazing. So this is a way better hand than what I drew last game. Especially if we're going second. My opponent drew Nibiru, Dracotail Malulu, Call By, the Fallen the Virtuous, and Rahu Dracotail. And they phase 1. My opponent's gonna activate the Rahu Dracotail. I used the Ash Blossom on that. My opponent changed Call By, and I chained Maturing Fulos. That was so stupid of me. I should have chained Ghost Spell. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just so mad, bro, at this guy, man. Like, I was just not thinking straight. But yeah, I chained Mutromi Fulos, and I should have done a take back just like he did. I should have said misclick. But anyway, yeah, he goes Rahu. All right, so he goes Rahu, sending the 5 mana and the Urgula. I'm like, brother, like, what are you doing, bro? I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, you can't send 2 from the deck. Like, read the materials for the Dracotail card. It's 1 Dracotail monster and 1 or more in the hand. I was like, please, guys, please, before you go into rated, please read your decks, bro. Please read your decks, go over them, like, you know what I mean? Anyways, putting back the 5 mana to his deck. So Chainlink 1 Art the Lion. So I had to draw for that. So Chainlink 1 Art the Lion. He's not saying his chain links. This is also what gets me tilted as well. And then he's also, so he added back Malulu, discards it, then adds back Call by the Grave. I'm like, dude, what are you on, bro? Like, do you read your cards, bro? Like, this card says add back monsters, says target monsters in the field or grave. Not spells, not traps. monsters. Oh man, bro. Yeah, so he uses the Malulu Urgula. So it sets the flame, sets the Ketu Dracotail. Alright. Now he's gonna use the Ketu Dracotail, use the effects, and now he can add the Dracotail Lucius to hand. Now he's gonna normal summon the Lucius, use the effect. Now he can add the Dracotail 5 mana to hand. Alright, so now he's gonna also use Dracotail 5 mana, so he's gonna fuse with the Malulu and the Lucius to go into a Secretarion Dragon. So I draw out the Ash Blossom. My opponent's then gonna use both the effects, and I'm like, wait a minute, you know, you already used Malulu this turn. You can't set two. Okay, so he puts it back. He sets the Falling the Virtuous and passes turn. And then he's like, wait. Now he's gonna use Urgula. Like, bro, I gotta, you know what I mean, man? Like, this dude click in phase, then goes back to main phase and tries to add back the 5 mana. Because there was no judge, I couldn't. I would have told him for sure, like, stop doing that. That was his second time doing a take back. Actually, this is like his third or fourth time. The other 2 times are just incorrect, but this is crazy work. Anyway, draw phase. So I draw into Galaxy Expedition. My opponent goes. So yeah, so I go main phase 1, activate Infinity Dragon first. Yeah, special summon into the field. My opponent changed the Fallen and the Virtuous. Okay, so he sends the Titaniclad, the Ash Dragon, to the graveyard. So it pops my Afterglow. That's fine. I use Galaxy 100. So now I'm going to send a so I use Galaxy 100. He's going to chain the Dracotail Flame. I use the Ghost Spell on the Dracotail Flame. My opponent's like, I can't use Ghost Spell on Dracotail Flame. I'm like, he's like, you copied and pasted the effect and you still get it wrong, bro. It was like, you see, it's like your card literally includes an effect that places a card from the graveyard to the deck. Ghost Spell says when you add a card from the graveyard to the hand, deck, or extra, you can use this card to negate that activation. Oh man, so I'm just, this guy exhausted me. I aged like 5 years from this one duel. Is that not how Bell works? I'm like, and I called the judge because I'm like, I'm just so mad at this guy, bro. And I was really tilted. He's like, it's like literally adds a card after your deck to your grave. It was like, I know you can Ash with you, but not Bell, I think. Like, bro, like Ash says the same thing, add a card from deck to your hand. And if you know that it says that, it says then draw 1 card. Like, it doesn't literally say add a card, and it doesn't say add a card. It's the same thing. So tell me in your logic where you know that Ash works but Bell doesn't. So I had to like go to rulings and I had to copy and paste. I had to go to rulings and copy and paste like, yo, like Ghost Spell can be used on Dracotail Flame, bro. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I sent Photon Emperors, use the effect, special summon into the field. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, so now I'm going to go and... Yeah, so he's trying to use Rahu Dracotail on my turn. I'm like, bro, it's not a quick play. What are you on, bro? Anyway, he's like, bro, I was like, it's not my fault you don't know the game, bro. Anyway, I used Galaxy Expedition. Special summon the Galaxy Soldier from my deck. Use the effects, and now I can add a Galaxy Summoner to hand. And this is where I misplayed. I was so mad. I was not thinking straight. I was not thinking he had Nibiru in hand. I was thinking it was like another Dracotail name. But yeah, I was just so mad, bro. What I should have done was I think I was just so scared of the Arthur but I should not have been scared of Arthur. Like, what? Like, that was just silly of me. I should have just overlaid into Photon Emperor, Infinity Dragon, I believe. Oh, no. I think I should have just used Droplet first, sending the Galaxy 100 to the graveyard, negate the, just negate the Secretarion, so that way I can use my monster effects. And then I could just overlay into, like, Cypher Dragon, detach. Yeah, like, I think I overlay into Cypher Dragon, detach, and then I can take his Arthur Lion. Wait, I haven't been a great play? No. I think I would have had to go into Shadow Dragon first. Yeah, Shadow Dragon. Yeah, Shadow Dragon would have been the better play because this would have been negated. And I think he would have been forced to use an Nibiru or something. But I should have set that up. And then I could add like Tachyon Primal, special summon Primal. Primal could add the Tachyon Transmigration, and then I can continue my plays. But what I did was really dumb. Yeah, so so I normal summon the Galaxy Summoner, use the effects, which summon the Afterglow. And then my opponent has the Nibiru. So my monsters got tributed, and then I just get a token, and then I'm thinking like, oh, like maybe I could just set Forbidden Droplet, and then just like just have the Ash for the Rahu. Like 5 minutes not really gonna do much, but then he can just pop my stuff. Then he can just go follow the Virtuous, pop my monster, and then he can still add it back again. So yeah, that was kind of tough. So he summons the token. I just scooped because I was insanely mad at myself, bro. I was insanely mad at myself, like the way I played that game. Or like, I think the Tentacly can also add like a Branded Fusion or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah, that was inexcusable how I played that game, and I should not have let like my temper get to me, like by how bad this guy was at playing the game and like how he did not know any rules. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna go into game 3. So we open with Photon Delta Wing, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal, 7 Tachyon, Infinite Impermanence, Photon Jumper. My opponent opens with Dracotail Urgula, Branded Fusion, the Fallen, the Virtuous, Ash Blossom, and Nibiru. So my opponent has 2 hand traps. I'm in phase 1, activate 7 Tachyon, revealing the Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. My opponent uses Ash Blossom on that. That's totally fine. Don't really care too much. Alright, so we go Photon Delta Wing, use the effect, so my opponent lets that go through, and my opponent says keep going. Alright, I just want you guys to know, my opponent just says keep going, right? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep going. So overlay both monsters going to Galaxy Photon Dragon, use the effect to attach, add the Galaxy Soldier to hand, use Galaxy Soldier's effect to send the Photon Jumper. So I go Chainlink 1, Soldier, Chainlink 1 Jumper, Chainlink 2 Soldier, Chainlink 3 Photon Dragon. So I make my Soldier level 8. I go and add Galaxy Wizard to hand, and I got Galaxy 100 to hand. I use Galaxy 100, sending the Photon Jumper to the graveyard, use the effect, special summon into the field. Then I'm going to overlay both monsters going to Photon Lord. And my opponent's going to be like thinking, and my opponent's, he's like, I use think, return back. I'm like, brother, you had it set to keep going. You had it set to keep going. Like, what are you on, bro? Because you were doing a really long combo. I'm like, dude, I was like, he said, I told him, I was like, yo, this is going to be your last take back. It was going to be your last take back, bro. You're not going to be doing that again, no more. Anytime you do something, that's going to be the last move you make, bro. So now this dude's going to use Nibiru on me. I don't really care too much because I have Primal and I have Galaxy Wizard and he has no other plays. So I normal summon Galaxy Wizard using my second normal summon from Photon Emperor. Use the effect, tributes, and I can add Galaxy Trance to hand. Use Galaxy Trance, pay 2,000 life points, and I can special summon the Emperor and the Galaxy Afterglow Dragon. Overlay both monsters, go into a Cypher Dragon. Use Cypher Dragon's effect to attach the Afterglow, take the Nibiru. Use Afterglow's effect, so now I can special summon a Galaxy Photon Dragon from my deck. Use Galaxy 100's effect, so now I can banish a card from his extra deck. And he's saying it's the same, Secretarion. I was like, I don't know, let me see first. And he's like, see what the extra deck? And he's like, why? Because he's like, it's the same. He's like, that's what the card says. Like, that's what Galaxy 100 says. I can view your extra deck. He was like, you don't remember? No, I don't remember. Like, can I view the extra deck so I can see what you have? Like, he was like, no. I was like, bro, like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, why are you being difficult? Can I just see the extra deck again so I can see what you use? Because I know a lot of people like, to side the super poly targets. That's what some people do. So I'm like, yo, let me see your extra deck again. And he's like, I was like, you should use it. Not a good memory, you should use it. It's like, all you have to do is show the extra deck. Like, why do you keep typing? And I was like, I called a judge for this guy, bro. I'm like, yo, like, what is wrong with people, bro? Like, what is so wrong? Like, all I want to do is just play a game, bro. Like, all I want to do is just play a game, and you're making it so difficult. So difficult. And I was like, he's like, I didn't do nothing. He's like, he finally shows me his extra deck. And I was like, banish Secretarion. So I see it inside into, like, Mud Dragon or Guru or whatever whatever they use. Anyway, and this guy keeps shuffling. I'm like, yo, dude, like, stop shuffling. Yeah, you see, this is what ruins my. This is what ruins my my replays because of people like this guy. Anyway, I gotta keep doing this because he keeps shuffling. So I go into Galaxy Eye, Cypher X Dragon, use the effect of Cypher X to attach to. So now my monsters can't be targeted. I now use Tachyon Primal's effect, so now I can switch something to the field. So now I can add a Tachyon Transmigration to my hand. And then I'm going to link off in the token, go into a Soul Flare, just so you guys know, like some Tachyon did not resolve properly, so I can go into a Soul Flare because of the Ash Blossom used. So now I can go into Soul Flare, use the effect, add back the Photon Delta Wing to hand. Now I'm going to overlay both the Tachyon Primal and the Photon Dragon, and I can go into a, you see, freaking shufflers. Overlay both monsters, go into a Photon Lord. This guy keeps shuffling, and then I set the Infinite Impermanence to the Tachyon Transmigration past turn. My opponent draws, and he keeps shuffling. And now he draws to Dracotail Horn, so we go draw phase. I try to use Photon Lord, DP to add a card, and he's like, he has priority in draw phase, so he knows he has priority, but he doesn't know, like, you can't chain counter traps, you can't chain normal traps to counter traps, you can't use normal spells on your opponent's turn. This guy, man, it was like, do you have something? Do you have something to Prio with? He was like, yeah, use this Fall in the Virtuous on my Photon Lord. And I'm like, dude, I use Cypher X. He's like, you can't target it. I use Cypher X. Alright, so now he tries to target Soul Flare. I'm like, dude, you cannot target that monster. You can only target 100. Anyway, so I chain Photon Lord to that, so now I can add a Galaxy 100 to my hand. Alright, so that's pop. So he sends the Tycanoclad, the Ash Dragon, to the graveyard. Alright, so now we go main phase 1. He activates Branded Fusion. I chain Tachyon Transmigration on that to negate that. And he's like, what is that card? I don't know, man. Do people not read no more? People don't read anymore, bro. People don't read anymore. It's a shame. Anyway, it's negated. He sets Dracotail Horn. And then he goes in phase, try to use the Tycanoclad. I use Photon Lord on that, negate that. Alright, so it's my turn. I draw main phase 1. I switch my Photon Lord to attack. He changed the Dracotail Horn on my Galaxy F Cypher Dragon. Then he tries to take back and put it to the Photon Lord. I'm like, no, dude. No. Like, no, that's enough. You targeted the Cypher X. That's what it's going to be. Like, we're not doing that no more. You want to be toxic? You want to do all this trolling? Alright. No more takebacks. And dude's like, just targeting, bro. You are doing what you want. Like, no, you are doing what you want, bro. You are doing what you want. Anyway. More trolling for this guy, bro. And this guy wants to preemptively take 5,000 life points. Like, no, that's not how it's gonna work, man. You're losing this turn, bro. Said I'm winning this turn. Alright, so I normal summon the Photon Delta Wing, use the effect. He tries to still take off life points. Like, no, bro, this game is over. So I go into Galaxy Photon Dragon, use the effect. So now I detach, so now I can add a Tachyon Primal to hand. Use Primal's effects, and I can special summon it to the field. Use Primal's effects, and I can add a Tachyon Transmigration to hand. And now I'm going to go battle phase, and I'm going to attack with all 4 monsters for game. Now I can get this troll out of my life. Now this guy is doing like all this stuff. I was like, that's game, you lose. Get out of my sight. He's like, I still have 1 LP. And I'm gonna get you banned, bro. I'm gonna get you banned. He's like, I still have my judge call open, and that's when he left. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, I had to play against a troll. I had to play against a troll, a guy who did not know the game whatsoever. Man. That one took like 5 years out of my life. This is why I don't like chat. This is why I don't like the chat function in DB. Just kind of deal with like people like this. But yeah, that's it for the game. So I'm currently at 697 rating right now, so I'm almost there to 700 rating with this deck, which is crazy. Like, especially because like, it was a month ago, dude. Like, I was just losing so many games, bro. I remember, like, I went all the way up to, like, 600 rating, then went back down to like 450 rating. Like, it was tough, but yeah, you know, we're grinding it out. We're doing our best, and yeah. You know, let me know in the comment, guys, what you guys think. Like, how I should have played that better. I definitely could have played game 2 a lot better. I should not have lost that game whatsoever. Should not have lost to a defeat room. That was crazy. I should have preemptively used like Forbidden Droplet and like pop this stuff. But yeah, that's it. Let me know. Peace.